I am Dr. Jessie, Assistant Professor, Department of Anatomy, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. So today we are discussing a new topic, that is anatomy of the new knee joint, and it is a big chapter. So we will cover in different topics one by one. So first we will introduce what is the knee joint. Knee joint is the largest and most complicated joint in the body. It is a modified hinge variety of the synovial joint because it allows some rotatory movements beside flexion and extension. It consists of three joints: medial condylar joint between the medial condyle of the femur and medial condyle of the tibia, lateral condylar joint between the lateral condyle of the tibia and lateral condyle of the femur, talofemoral joint between the tala and talar surface of the femur. Talofemoral joint is composed of the suprapatellar pouch, the patella bone, trochlea, and the medial and lateral femoral condyles, and the medial and lateral patellofemoral ligaments. Patella is one of the sesamoid bones of the body. It has a medial and a lateral facets that articulates with its respective condyles. Centrally, there is an apex of the bone that sits in the trochlea. In extension, the distal portion of the lateral articular patella facet articulates with the lateral femoral condyle, but the medial patellar facet barely articulates with the medial femoral condyle until complete flexion is approached. Medial and lateral patellofemoral ligaments are thickenings of the medial and lateral retinaculum respectively. They originate centrally on the patella and insert onto medial and lateral epicondyle of the femur. Tibiofemoral joint, femoral condyles, and we can say that lateral condyle, medial condyle, intercondylar notch. Lateral condyle is smaller radius of the curvature and smaller in all dimension and extends more anteriorly, and whereas medial condyle larger radius of the curvature and extend more distally, and intercondylar notch and medial plateau that has a greater surface area, that is concave, and that has a circular shape, and whereas intercondylar eminence also, and lateral plateau that has a smaller surface area, convey it has a convex on surface, and it has oval in shape. Capsule attached to the margins of the articular surface and surround the sides and posterior aspects of the knee joint. On the front of the joint, the capsule are absent, permitting the synovial membrane to pouch upwards beneath the quadriceps tendon, forming the suprapatellar bursa. On each side of the patella, the capsule is strengthened by expansion from the tendon of the vastus lateralis and vastus medialis. Behind the joint, the capsule is strengthened by an expansion of the semimembranous muscles called the oblique popliteal ligament. An opening in the capsule behind the lateral tibial condyle permits the tendon of the popliteus to emerge. So we can see here it is a lateral view of the knee joint, and we can see here the many types of the ligament and the patella also. And clearly we can have seen the vastus lateralis muscle and vastus medialis muscles and the semimembranous tendon and oblique patellar ligament also. The synovial membrane of the knee joint attached to the margins of the articular surface and to the superior and inferior outer margins of the menisci. It lines the joint capsule except posteriorly, whereas cruciate ligament found in front, it is absent from patella. So it is the introductory part of the knee joint, what the structures present in the knee joint, And the ligaments, it is the most important part of the knee joint, and we will discuss in the next video. Till then, keep studying and find out more queries and problems so that I can solve your problems also. Thank you so much.